Hello friends, welcome to my channel Powerpack Wrestling. In today's video I will be providing a brief overview of the match lineup in WWE Raw. Burn It Down. The reigning World Heavyweight Champion made his grand entrance, with his theme song echoing loudly. Excitement filled the air as Rollins acknowledged the passionate crowd, welcoming them to Monday Night Rollins. He expressed his delight in being the World Heavyweight Champion, describing it as a continuous celebration. However, Rollins didn't help but wonder when was the last time a world title match took place on Monday Night Raw. Realizing it had been nearly 2 years, he deemed it far too long. To rectify the situation, Rollins took to the Twitterverse and issued an open challenge for a World Heavyweight Championship match right there in Hartford. The challenge was promptly accepted by Damian Priest, a member of the Judgment Day, much to the disapproval of the crowd. As their boos echoed throughout the arena, Rollins expresses his enthusiasm for the upcoming match against Damian Priest, stating that he is genuinely excited about it. In the previous week, Rollins had declared his desire to face strong opponents and compete against the very best. Regardless of the fans' love or hate for them, Rollins acknowledges that Dominik Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest are exceptionally talented individuals. However, he eagerly anticipates the chance to prove that, despite their abilities, they cannot match his unique qualities. Rollins firmly believes in his visionary approach to the wrestling world. The interruption comes from the Judgment Day as Damian Priest makes his entrance alongside Finn Balor. Rollins, puzzled by their interruption despite his positive remarks, questions their motives and asks about the whereabouts of Dominik and Rhea. Concerned that they might attack him from behind, Rollins seeks clarification. Priest and Balor step into the ring, with Priest assuring Rollins that Dominik and Rhea have their own matters to attend to, emphasizing that Rollins should focus solely on their upcoming match. Rollins playfully taunts Priest and Balor, asking if they do everything together, even jokingly suggesting that Balor holds the door open for Priest when he goes to the bathroom. Balor dismisses Rollins' jokes, calling him the funny man, loved by everyone and celebrated through song. As Balor predicted, they start singing. Balor then asserts that what neither the crowd nor Rollins will appreciate is when Priest defeats Rollins and claims the World Heavyweight Championship later tonight. Priest acknowledges Rollins as a deserving champion, recognizing his impressive resume and accomplishments. However, Priest points out that he, too, has defeated notable opponents throughout his career. While he respects Rollins for issuing an open challenge, Priest asserts that he doesn't need Dominik, Rhea, or Finn to defeat Rollins for the title. Rollins appreciates the confidence but challenges Priest to prove himself by facing him one-on-one without their respective allies present. He suggests that Balor, referred to as the Prince, should stay in the back, alluding to Balor's past struggles in matches against Rollins. Although Balor takes offense, Priest assures Rollins he's fine with the stipulation and accepts the challenge. Rollins chuckles in response. Priest confidently declares that he will become the new World Heavyweight Champion by the end of the night, edicting that Rollins will have one of the shortest reigns in history. In a playful manner, Rollins laughs and reminds Priest that his title reign has already lasted longer than Balor's infamous 24-hour run with the Universal Championship in 2016. With a smirk, Rollins dances away. Money in the Bank qualifying match Becky Lynch vs. Sonya Deville. As the bell rings, Chelsea Green immediately grabs Becky Lynch's attention from the apron, attempting to distract her. However, Lynch anticipates a blindside attack from Sonya Deville and swiftly dodges it. Deville manages to stop herself just in time to avoid colliding with Green. Lynch seizes the opportunity and launches a counterattack against Deville, striking her with a series of elbow strikes. However, Green's distractions once again come into play, allowing Deville to blindside Lynch and resume her assault. Deville locks Lynch in a chin lock, but Lynch refuses to stay down and fights her way back up. Despite Deville's attempts to knock her down again, Lynch retaliates with elbow strikes and kicks. Lynch proceeds to unleash a pair of clotheslines, followed by a well-executed heel kick. Continuing her momentum, Lynch delivers a running forearm strike in the corner and follows up with a Bexploder. Although Deville manages to evade an avalanche in the corner, Lynch counters with elbows and executes a springboard cross-body block, resulting in a near fall with a 2 count. Trish Stratus walks out to the stage alongside Zoey Stark. Lynch looks furious. Deville tries to roll Lynch up, but Lynch connects with a reverse DDT. Deville rolls out of the ring to recover with Chelsea Green. Stratus and Stark stay at the top of the ramp. After executing a superplex, Sonya Deville goes for a pin, but it only results in a near fall. Meanwhile, Trish Stratus and Tony Stark remain on the ramp, engaged in a casual conversation. Lynch and Deville regain their footing and engage in a heated exchange of punches. Lynch delivers a series of forceful forearms and follows up with a diving clothesline. Deville rolls out of the ring once again, seeking a moment to recover. Seizing the opportunity, Lynch hits Deville with a baseball slide, causing her to slide back into the ring. While the referee attends to Deville, Chelsea Green delivers a powerful big boot to Lynch at ringside. Green then proceeds to place Lynch back inside the ring. Taking advantage of the situation, Deville lands a significant kick to Lynch's face, resulting in another near fall. In frustration, Deville and Green let out a collective scream. Sonya Deville forcefully pulls Lynch back up to her feet and shoves her. But Lynch quickly retaliates by delivering an enziguri. Charging towards Deville in the corner, Lynch finds herself placed on the apron by Deville's maneuver. Nevertheless, Lynch fights back and manages to knock Deville backward. Meanwhile, Chelsea Green attempts to intervene by getting on the apron, but Lynch swiftly takes her down to ringside. Lynch launches an attack on Green, repeatedly slamming her into the barricade. Deville tries to capitalize on the distraction and attack Lynch from behind, but Lynch anticipates the move and cuts her off, slamming her into the barricade as well. Lynch then brings Deville back into the ring and attempts to execute a manhandle slam, but Deville counters with a roll-up pin for a 2 count. Lynch tries to apply her signature disarm her submission hold, but Deville resists and instead pulls Lynch into the ropes, causing her throat to make contact. Deville seizes the opportunity to roll Lynch up and places her feet on the ropes for leverage. Despite Green's attempt to hold Deville's legs on the ropes, Lynch manages to kick out and stay in the match. Sonya Deville peppers Lynch with strikes from the right and left. Deville comes off the rope, but Lynch catches her. After an awkward few moments of mistiming, Deville finally leaves her feet and is planted with a manhandle slam for the win. Becky Lynch win by pinfall. Non-title match between undisputed WWE Tag Team Champion Kevin Owens with Sami Zayn vs. WWE Intercontinental Champion Gunther with Imperium. As the match begins, Gunther and Owens engage in a lock-up, with Gunther using his strength to shove Owens off and drive him into the corner. Surprisingly, Gunther gives Owens a clean break, but Owens responds aggressively by charging at him. Gunther quickly applies a headlock and executes a takeover, bringing Owens down to the mat. Owens manages to fight his way back up and attempts to whip Gunther off, but Gunther holds on and brings him down to a knee by tightening the side headlock. Finally, Owens successfully whips Gunther off, but Gunther quickly shoulder tackles him down. Gunther wrenches Owens' arm, but Owens reaches the ropes to break the hold. Owens retaliates with a powerful right hand and applies a side headlock of his own. Gunther whips Owens off, prompting Owens to go for a shoulder tackle, but Gunther absorbs the impact without flinching. Owens tries to punch Gunther in the corner, but Gunther cuts off his momentum. Owens ducks a chop and delivers chest chops to Gunther. Owens hits the ropes, but Gunther counters with a devastating big boot, followed by a German suplex. Owens rolls out of the ring to recover, and his partner Sami Zayn checks on him. Gunther goes outside to retrieve Owens but is met with kicks and chops from Owens. Gunther quickly boots Owens and smashes the back of his head into the LED barricade. Gunther executes a back suplex onto the apron, leaving Owens clutching his neck at ringside. Owens manages to kick out of a pinfall attempt. Owens attempted a swanton bomb earlier, but Gunther got his knees up to counter it. Gunther taunts Sami Zayn at ringside while Owens punches back and hits the ropes. However, Gunther cuts off his comeback with a scoop slam and follows up with a neck twister, leaving Owens in pain on the mat. Gunther digs his boot into Owens' face and applies a neck vice while screaming at him. Zayn pounds the mat to rally Owens. Owens fights back and punches his way out of the neck vice, but Gunther responds with a devastating big boot, earning only a 1 count. Owens quickly gets back up and lands punches on Gunther, but Gunther cuts off his desperate comeback with another big boot. Owens pulls himself up to the top rope, but Gunther interrupts him with a chop. Gunther then hits a head and arm superplex for a near fall. Gunther positions Owens and climbs to the top rope, preparing for a top rope dive. However, Owens gets his knees up just in time to counter Gunther's move. Owens seizes the opportunity and hits a swanton bomb, but it's only enough for a near fall, leaving the crowd, Owens, and Zayn in disbelief. Owens sizes up Gunther, But Giovanni Vinci gets on the apron. Sami Zayn pulls Vinci down, while Ludwig Kaiser rushes over to assist, leading to a confrontation between Owens and Kaiser inside the ring. Owens delivers a stunner to Kaiser, but Gunther capitalizes on the distraction and rolls Owens up for the victory, securing the win. Non-title tag team match: WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler vs. Kayden Carter and Katana Chance. The match begins with Shayna Baszler facing off against Kayden Carter. They engage in a lock-up, and Baszler asserts her strength by powering Carter into the corner and tripping her. Baszler backs Carter into the corner once again, but this time, Carter turns the tables and trips the Queen of Spades. Carter seizes the opportunity and rolls Baszler up, but Baszler quickly pushes her off. Carter follows up with a springboard dropkick, showcasing her agility. Katana Chance tags in and strategically trips Baszler before delivering a slingshot senton, earning a 1 count. As Baszler stumbles toward her corner, Ronda Rousey tags in, prompting a loud chorus of boos from the crowd. Rousey kicks Carter down and effortlessly throws Chance. Rousey lifts Carter, but Chance intervenes with a well-timed kick. Rousey retaliates by knocking Carter out of the ring and delivering knees to Chance in the corner, followed by an armbar over the ropes. From ringside, Carter surprises Rousey with a superkick. Carter then takes to the skies, cutting a cross-body block off the top rope onto Baszler at ringside. Seizing the momentum, Chance dives onto Rousey with a corkscrew plancha. The referee attends to Ronda Rousey in the ring while Shayna Baszler seizes the opportunity to snap Katana Chance's arm off the ropes. Rousey quickly takes down Chance and tags Baszler back into the match. Baszler unleashes a sliding knee strike, coming close to a pinfall. She then focuses on stretching Chance's injured arm and ruthlessly stomping on it. Baszler delivers clubbing blows to Chance's back and sends her into the corner. However, Chance fights back, booting Baszler and kicking Rousey off the apron. With impressive agility, Chance flips through a back suplex attempt from Baszler and tags in Kayden Carter. Carter delivers a series of forearm strikes, followed by a running forearm and a dropkick. She rolls up Baszler, connects with a superkick, and follows up with a running boot against the ropes. Carter even manages to hit a modified piledriver for a near fall. Baszler elbows her way out of trouble and tags Rousey back in. Rousey attempts to execute Piper's Pit, but Chance makes a blind tag and slides off, causing Rousey to miss. Carter takes advantage of the situation and puts Rousey shoulder first into the ring post. Chance swiftly tags back in, kicking Baszler off the apron. Together, Chance and Carter deliver their double team move, the After Party, on Rousey. However, Baszler pulls Chance off Rousey just before the referee's 3 count. Kayden Carter delivers a spectacular missile dropkick from the apron, targeting Shayna Baszler. Meanwhile, Katana Chance surprises Ronda Rousey with a cross-body block, coming close to a pinfall. Rousey swiftly counters a kick from Chance and locks in an ankle lock submission. Despite reaching for the ropes, Chance is pulled away by Rousey. However, Chance manages to escape and hits Rousey with a codebreaker. Baszler tags in, but Chance fights her off with elbows. In a surprising turn of events, Carter makes a blind tag and takes over. Baszler counters Carter's offense with a devastating back suplex. Seizing the opportunity, Baszler locks in the Kirifuda clutch, a deadly submission hold, forcing Carter to submit. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler win the match by submission. Ricochet vs. Shinsuke Nakamura. The match begins as Shinsuke Nakamura locks in a side headlock on Ricochet. Ricochet counters by whipping Nakamura off the ropes, only to be met with a shoulder tackle. Nakamura rebounds off the ropes, but Ricochet quickly executes an arm drag. Ricochet transitions into a grapevine hold on Nakamura's head, but Nakamura manages to escape. Nakamura anticipates a kick from Ricochet, blocks it, and delivers a powerful elbow strike to the face. Ricochet retaliates with a well-executed dropkick to Nakamura's face. Building on his momentum, Ricochet attempts a suicide dive, but Nakamura halts his advance with a forceful kick to the face. Nakamura ascends the second rope, but Ricochet counters with a timely kick to the face, causing Nakamura to topple to the outside. In a breathtaking display of athleticism, Ricochet follows up with a Fosbury flop, diving over the top rope to land on Nakamura. Following the previous sequence of moves, Nakamura targets Ricochet's ribs with a knee strike and attempts an inverted exploder suplex. However, Ricochet shows his agility by landing on his feet and swiftly counters with a handspring back elbow, taking Nakamura down. Ricochet blocks a punch and forcefully shoves Nakamura into the corner. Taking advantage of the situation, Ricochet delivers a running shoulder to Nakamura's midsection, followed by a well-placed kick to the face. Ricochet continues to showcase his aerial skills by executing a springboard clothesline and a standing shooting star press, nearly securing a victory. Both competitors dodge each other's kicks, but Ricochet manages to connect with a rebound kick that sends Nakamura reeling into the corner. Ricochet seizes the opportunity and hits an impressive avalanche maneuver. However, in the subsequent attempt, Nakamura evades the attack, kneeing Ricochet in the ribs and grinding his boot into his face. Nakamura gains control and executes a sliding snap German suplex. Ricochet refuses to stay down and counters with a backflip dropkick, momentarily staggering Nakamura. Nonetheless, Nakamura recovers and hits an inverted exploder suplex. In a display of resilience, Ricochet knees Nakamura when he tries to deliver a Kinshasa, followed by Ricochet hitting his finishing move, the recoil, to potentially secure the win. Ricochet's high-flying offense takes him to the top rope, preparing for another high-risk move. However, Nakamura quickly intervenes, preventing Ricochet from executing the maneuver. Surprisingly, Ricochet points at something, diverting Nakamura's attention. Seizing the opportunity, Ricochet skillfully leaps over the imposing Bronson Reed, who crashes into Nakamura with an avalanche in the corner. As a result, the referee makes the decision to call for the bell, declaring the match a no contest due to the unexpected interference. Bronson Reed showcases his impressive strength by lifting Ricochet onto his back and delivering a devastating senton splash onto Nakamura. Reed's dominance continues as he flattens Ricochet, asserting his dominance in the ring. Feeling the crowd's excitement and hearing their chants of, "One more time," Reed considers repeating the incredible feat. However, he decides to wave off the crowd's request, leaving them eagerly anticipating his next move. Miz TV with special guest the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. To a thunderous ovation, Cody Rhodes, known as the American Nightmare, confidently makes his way to the ring, still donning a cast to protect his broken arm. The crowd passionately sings his entrance theme throughout his entire walk down the ramp, creating an electric atmosphere. A resounding, "Cody" chant echoes throughout the arena, showcasing the support from the audience. Miz, Rhodes' opponent, inquires if they should commence the match, prompting the crowd to enthusiastically respond with a loud, "Yes." Miz playfully remarks that Rhodes looks dashing tonight, intending to address Rhodes' comments from the previous week. Miz brings up Rhodes' challenge to Brock Lesnar, who had previously defeated him at Night of Champions and broke his arm, daring Lesnar to confront him in any city he visits for a fight. Miz questions Rhodes, wondering if he believes his own challenge is somewhat foolish. Rhodes swiftly responds to Miz's remarks, addressing him by his real name, Mike. Miz, staying in character, asserts that inside the wrestling ring, he is The Miz, with the as his first name and Miz as his last name. A playful Mike chant erupts from the crowd, enjoying the banter between the two. Rhodes acknowledges the quick question but emphasizes that he hasn't heard it being called stupid yet. While some may consider his challenge crazy, it takes a certain level of courage, something Miz is familiar with. Rhodes mentions that Lesnar is currently in his annual hibernation period, so his appearance is unlikely for the time being. Miz expresses his disappointment, stating that on Miz TV, they thrive on drama and controversy. However, he has a surprise that he believes is even better than Lesnar. Knowing Rhodes' rich family lineage, Miz intends to introduce another individual who understands the pressures and expectations that come with being a multi-generational talent. He unveils his surprise guest, someone who is currently one of the hottest superstars in WWE, Dominik Mysterio, the son of the legendary Rey Mysterio. Dominik Mysterio enters the ring accompanied by SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley. Rhodes appears perplexed by their presence. Miz, in his characteristically goofy manner, starts dancing to Mysterio's entrance music. The crowd, however, begins chanting, "You suck," at Mysterio. Miz attempts to speak, but Ripley interrupts him, indicating that Dominik has something to say. Ripley hands Mysterio the microphone, but the crowd's boos only intensify. Miz yells for the crowd to let Mysterio talk, but their negative response grows louder. Rhodes sarcastically urges the crowd not to boo Mysterio. Ripley interjects, emphasizing the need to allow her, Latino heat, to speak. Despite the overwhelming boos, Mysterio attempts to address the audience. He mentions having endured tough times and characterizes Rhodes as a little bird with a broken wing. Mysterio recalls Rhodes listing a series of towns where Lesnar could find him, which made him realize that Rhodes is a neglectful father. Mysterio points out that Rhodes has a baby girl who needs his care, yet he chooses to be here instead. According to Mysterio, Rhodes resembles Rey Mysterio, a deadbeat dad. Money in the Bank qualifying match: Zoey Stark with Trish Stratus vs. Natalya. Stark initiates the action by swiftly driving Natalya into the corner and unleashing a barrage of strikes. However, Natalya counters with a quick roll-up, but it only results in a 1 count. Natalya takes control by applying a waistlock and executing a takedown with a hammerlock. Stark struggles to regain momentum, but Natalya keeps her grounded. With a side headlock in place, Natalya is whipped off by Stark, but she manages to slingshot over her. Unfortunately, Natalya appears to have injured her knee during the move. Sensing the opportunity, Stark seizes the moment and relentlessly targets Natalya's injured knee, even drawing attention to it with a commentary from Trish Stratus. Stark executes a punishing leg DDT and continues her assault, both physically and verbally. However, Natalya fights back, throwing Stark off and delivering elbow strikes. Natalya follows up with a boot to Stark and a powerful German suplex. She goes for a jackknife pin but only manages a near fall. Natalya promptly locks in her signature submission hold, the sharpshooter, causing Stark to cry out in pain. Despite the agony, Stark reaches the ropes, forcing a rope break. At this point, Stratus interferes by pulling Stark out of the ring. Natalya responds with a baseball slide, bringing Stark back into the ring. While the referee attends to Stark, Stratus takes advantage of the situation by delivering a kick to Natalya's injured knee. This distraction allows Stark to regain control and launch a final attack, culminating in her finishing move, the Z360, securing the victory via pinfall. Zoey Stark emerges as the winner of the match. Tag team match: Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin vs. Indus Sher, Veer and Sangha, with Jinder Mahal. Prior to the match commencing, Sangha launches a surprise attack on Shelton Benjamin, catching him off guard. At the same time, Veer delivers a devastating $1 million arm clothesline to Cedric Alexander, incapacitating him. Taking advantage of the chaos, Indus Sher executes a powerful sidewalk slam, diving leg drop combination on Alexander, leaving him down and out. With their opponents incapacitated, Indus Sher triumphantly poses in the ring, while Jinder Mahal observes with a focused and intense gaze. Indus Sher proceeds to repeat their tag team combo on Alexander, solidifying their dominance. Unfortunately, due to the attack and subsequent beatdown, the official match never officially begins. World Heavyweight Championship: Damian Priest vs. Seth Rollins. The match for the World Heavyweight Championship begins as the bell rings. Damian Priest and Seth Rollins circle the ring, assessing each other's moves. They lock up, and Priest quickly demonstrates his strength by overpowering Rollins and driving him into the corner, taunting him in the process. Priest emphasizes that he doesn't rely on anyone but himself. However, Rollins retaliates by pushing Priest away and landing a punch. Trying to regain control, Priest attempts to whip Rollins into the opposite corner. But Rollins halts his momentum. Sensing an opportunity, Rollins maneuvers himself to the apron, evading an oncoming attack from Priest. Capitalizing on the moment, Rollins counters Priest's shoulder strike with a leap and executes a leg drop, sending Priest tumbling out of the ring. Rollins seizes the momentum, delivering a flying knee to Priest's head from the apron and jubilantly celebrates his move. After entering the ring, Damian Priest grabs Seth Rollins by the hair and forcefully shoves him into the corner. Priest relentlessly delivers punches and kicks, displaying his dominance. He takes a moment to taunt the crowd before proceeding to choke Rollins against the ropes. Priest then positions Rollins in the corner, repeatedly punching him before forcefully whipping him into the opposite corner, resulting in a near fall. Taking advantage of his control, Priest applies a chin lock, exerting pressure on Rollins. Despite his predicament, Rollins manages to fight his way back up, only to be overpowered and driven back down by Priest. However, Rollins doesn't stay down for long and finds an opportunity to hit the ropes. Unfortunately for him, Priest counters with a powerful back elbow, earning a 1 count. Priest continues his assault by delivering kicks to Rollins' back and chest. He proceeds to lift Rollins to his feet, flooring him with a forearm strike to the jaw. Maintaining his dominance, Priest applies a surfboard stretch, showcasing his technical prowess. Rollins, displaying his resilience, manages to fight back and frees himself from the hold by delivering a series of elbow strikes to Priest's face. In a swift retaliation, Priest shoves Rollins into the ropes and lands a forearm strike to his back. However, Rollins quickly recovers and surprises Priest with an overhead kick. After both competitors find themselves on the apron, Priest attempts a kick, but Rollins quickly evades it by jumping off the apron. Seizing the opportunity, Rollins pulls Priest down and delivers a devastating buckle bomb, slamming him into the ringside barricade. Priest grimaces in pain, clutching his shoulder. Suddenly, Finn Balor makes a surprise appearance at ringside, but his presence is short-lived as Rollins superkicks him, sending him down. Rollins re-enters the ring and goes for his signature move, the stomp, but Priest counters with a powerful clothesline that turns Rollins inside out. Priest capitalizes on the moment, executing the South of Heaven move for a close near fall. As Priest rises to his feet, he looks down at Balor at ringside, visibly questioning his presence. Despite the pain in his shoulder, Priest gathers himself and sets up for a crucifix bomb. However, Rollins manages to slide off and delivers a superkick, followed by an elbow strike to the back of Priest's neck. Rollins concludes the match by hitting his finishing move, the stomp, securing the victory. The winner, by pinfall, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, is Seth Freakin Rollins. The highs. This was a really good, action-heavy edition of Raw. It sounds like it was an action-packed show with a memorable World Heavyweight Championship defense. An excellent match between Gunther and Kevin Owens. It's always exciting to witness thrilling wrestling matches that leave a lasting impression. Thank you for sharing your positive experience, I hope you continue to enjoy future wrestling events. The lows. The Miz TV show is a bit boring, but have some little bit of action. Overall I will give 7 out of 10 for this week Raw.